So my family and I just got back from a 3-week vacation to Montana to visit my husband's family. And while we were gone, we rented out our house to complete strangers on the internet. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing how and why we did this and maybe why you would like to do this too. So you might be wondering to yourself why in the world we would let complete strangers stay in our house while we were away, and the one and only reason is for the money. A little later in this video, I'm going to be breaking down and sharing exactly how much money we made and if I think it was really worth it. But first, I'm going to be sharing a little bit on the logistics of how this all worked and giving you ideas and tips on how maybe you could turn your home into a short-term rental while you are away. So we live in a small 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom house. This is by no means anything fancy, but I have it updated and decorated nicely so that it's pretty presentable. So what I did to start this whole process is I cleaned up the house and I took some pictures for the listing that I'd be listing it. I'm sure you've heard of the website Airbnb. It is a short-term rental website where you can list your home or treehouse or camper or whatever for people to stay in for a short term. We have used Airbnb before. When we lived in Georgia, we had a converted garage on our house. We put a kitchenette in, it had its own bathroom and private entrance. So we rented that out on Airbnb while we lived in Georgia, and we were able to pay our mortgage with it, so that was great. So because I already had an Airbnb account, it was super easy to list the house. I just took some nice pictures of it, wrote a good description, and listed it and opened up the 3 weeks that we were gonna be gone on the booking calendar. I wish I had listed it sooner so it would have given it more time to be able to book out, but unfortunately I was rushing around trying to get everything done, so I was only able to get it listed the week of our vacation. So if I had got it listed sooner, I think we could have booked it up more. So you might be asking, how do you get a house ready to let strangers stay in it? One of the things I did is the week of our vacation, I started off by removing most everything from the cabinets. I removed all of our food and I left some like spices, flour and stuff like that, but I didn't want our personal food there. And all of that I took and put in this little cabinet here, and we locked it up with a zip tie so people couldn't get into our personal food. So that's one thing I did. So we already had this keypad on our front door, so we didn't have to worry about any keys or anything with the guests, so they were able to just come in, type in the code, and be able to unlock and enter the house. Also, if you guys have any questions about any of this, be sure to leave a comment down below and I will reply to any of your questions. So like I already mentioned, this is a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom home, but because we didn't want to remove all of our personal items from the house, we only rented out one of the bedrooms. So what we did for the other 2 bedrooms is we dumped all of our stuff, all of our clothing and personal items that we didn't want the guests to get into. We dumped them in these 2 bedrooms. We locked the door and we put this sign to keep the guests out. So obviously we removed all personal documents and any cash that we had on hand, and we stored them at my parents' house while we were gone for safekeeping. So obviously the guests could still get in these bedrooms if they really wanted to. It's really simple to unlock these doors, so it wasn't definitely gonna keep them out if they wanted to get in there, but it was a deterrent, and we just trust that none of the guests got in there. If they did, they saw all of our junk that we had stuffed into the bedrooms. So yeah, we removed all of our clothing and just dumped them in the spare bedrooms. So that's how we, that's what we did with all of our stuff. So all of our junk and everything we dumped in there. We removed all of our clothing from the closet in the master bedroom, and we put them in the other closets in the house, along with all of the clothes out of our dressers we just dumped in the other bedrooms. So that's what we did with all of our junk. So by now you might be asking who cleaned the house, who took care of it while we were gone, and that was my amazing mother. She has her own Airbnb, so she is an experienced cleaner. So she gracefully took care of this place for us while we were gone. She cleaned after the guests and helped clean up the yard and everything while we were gone. So that was great. And since my mother lives just right by, it worked out perfect. All right, so let's talk finances. I'm going to be sharing exactly how much money we made, how much we booked it out, how much I listed it for. So anyways, let's get down to it. So I listed the house at $60 a night. Because this was a new listing, Airbnb recommended that I offer, I think think it was like a 20% discount for the first like 3 guests or something. I can't remember how much it was. But anyways, there was a discount. So I didn't make a total of $60 a night for the first 3 bookings that I got. So I got a total of 6 bookings and 10 days were booked. So after all the Airbnb fees, we were able to make a total of $513 for 10 nights that were booked while we were on vacation. The house otherwise would have sat empty. So like I said, I think if I had listed the house sooner, I could have got some more bookings, but it was totally okay. I still made a decent amount of money. So now that it is all over and we've made the money, do I think it was worth it? Absolutely, yes. That was a great amount of money to be able to make and not really have to do any work. Obviously, I will be paying my mother for cleaning it, so we didn't like total make that, but it is still really good to be able to make that kind of money while you're on vacation. So all in all, it was a really great experience. We didn't have any trouble with the guests. None of them smoked in the house. None of them left it a mess or anything. So great experience, and we were really pleased with how much money we were able to make. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you are not already a subscriber to our channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below. We normally share furniture flipping videos and stuff like that. So if you're into side hustles and making money on the side without having a full-time job, well, be sure to subscribe, and I will catch you guys in a later video.